Once upon a time, before Google ruled the web, before Facebook connected the world, there was Yahoo, a single word that meant everything about the internet. It was where people searched, emailed, read the news, checked the weather, and even chatted with friends. In the 1990 and early 2000, Yahoo wasn't just a website, it was the internet itself. But success can be fleeting, and what began as a revolutionary dream slowly turned into one of Silicon Valley's biggest cautionary tales. Our story begins in 1994 at Stanford University, California. Two graduate students, Jerry Yang and David Philo, were just trying to make sense of the chaotic new thing called the World Wide Web. At that time, the internet was a wild jungle. No maps, no Google, no clear direction. So Jerry and David created a simple directory, a list of their favorite websites, organized into categories. They called it Jerry and David's Guide to the World Wide Web. It wasn't fancy, it wasn't even meant to be a business. But soon, people from around the world began using it, because it made the internet feel simple. In March 1994, that little guide became something bigger. They renamed it Yahoo, a word they chose because it sounded fun, bold, and a little bit rebellious. It stood for yet another hierarchically organized oracle. But really, it was a reflection of who they were. Two passionate students trying to bring order to digital chaos. At first, Yahoo was just another college project. It ran from a trailer on the Stanford campus. The servers overheated, and the founders had to cool them with desk fans. But the world was hungry for the web, and Yahoo gave people a doorway to explore it. By 1995, venture capitalists took notice. Yahoo received its first funding, and soon after, Tim Kugel was brought in as CEO, one of the first professional managers of the internet age. In 1996, Yahoo went public. The company's stock price soared, and overnight, Yahoo became one of Silicon Valley's brightest stars. They weren't just a search engine anymore. Yahoo became a portal, a one-stop destination for everything online. News, mail, finance, games, shopping, even astrology. If it existed on the web, Yahoo was your gateway to it. By the late 1990 and early 2000, Yahoo had become the face of the internet. Everywhere you looked, in offices, schools, and homes, that cheerful purple Y logo greeted millions of users each day. Yahoo Mail, Yahoo News, Yahoo Messenger, Yahoo Sports, Yahoo Finance. They built an online universe where people could spend hours without ever leaving their site. And the numbers were staggering. By 2000, Yahoo was valued at over $125 billion at the height of the dot-com boom. It had partnerships with major brands, was expanding internationally, and employed thousands around the world. Yahoo wasn't just leading the internet, it defined it. Every day, millions logged on to check their email or chat with friends through Yahoo Messenger. It was the digital heartbeat of a new era. For a while, it seemed unstoppable. But success can make even giants blind. In 2000, the dot-com bubble burst and the internet industry crashed. Yahoo's stock price plummeted. Yet even after the storm, Yahoo still had something priceless. Its users, millions of them. But it was also at this moment, just when it needed bold vision, that Yahoo began to lose its way. You see, the internet was changing. New players were rising, most notably Google. When Yahoo had the chance to buy Google in 1998 for just $1 million, they said no. They didn't see Google as a threat, but that decision would come back to haunt them.
Instead of focusing on building better search technology, Yahoo chose to become more of a media company. They poured money into content, acquisitions, and advertising, trying to be everything to everyone. Meanwhile, Google quietly built a faster, smarter search engine. Users started drifting away. Yahoo still had massive traffic, but under the surface, it was losing its edge. And then came another missed opportunity: Facebook. In 2006, Yahoo offered $1 billion to buy it. Mark Zuckerberg refused, but Yahoo's offer was a sign of desperation, not vision. Even worse, Yahoo's management hesitated to increase the offer, and the deal fell apart. The same year, Yahoo also turned down an offer from Microsoft, who tried to buy the company for $44 billion. It was one of the biggest deals ever proposed in tech history. Yahoo said no, confident they could bounce back on their own. But that bounce never came. By the 2010, Yahoo was no longer the king of the internet. Google had taken over search, Facebook dominated social media, and new platforms like YouTube and Twitter were capturing users' attention in ways Yahoo couldn't match. Internally, Yahoo went through constant leadership changes, 6 CEOs in less than 10 years. Each came with a new strategy, a new hope, and another disappointment. There were attempts to reinvent the company, new designs, new mobile apps, big acquisitions. Yahoo even bought Tumblr in 2013 for $1.1 billion, hoping to attract younger audiences. But nothing truly worked. The internet had evolved, and Yahoo had not. Its identity was lost somewhere between being a search engine, a news site, and a media company, and with each year, its users quietly moved on. Then came the final blow, a massive data breach. Between 2013 and 2014, hackers stole information from over 3 billion Yahoo accounts. It became one of the largest security breaches in history, and any remaining trust vanished overnight. By 2017, Yahoo was a shadow of its former self. After decades of highs and lows, it was finally acquired by Verizon for just $4.48 billion, a fraction of its once great value. Verizon merged Yahoo with another fading internet star, AOL, to create a new division called Oath. But the magic was gone. Yahoo, as the world once knew it, was no more. The founders, Jerry Yang and David Filo, had long stepped away. Yang left the company in 2012, while Filo remained quietly involved in philanthropy and technology education. They had built one of the Internet's greatest empires and watched it fade in their lifetime. Today, the Yahoo name still exists, owned by Apollo Global Management, after Verizon sold it in 2021. Yahoo Mail and Yahoo News still serve millions of users, but it's not the powerhouse it once was. It's a legacy brand, a nostalgic reminder of the early days of the web. Yahoo's story is more than just a rise and fall. It's a lesson, a mirror reflecting how quickly the digital world moves and how innovation waits for no one. Yahoo taught us that in technology, dominance is temporary, that even the most beloved brands can crumble if they stop evolving. It showed us how vision, not just size, determined survival. For a generation, Yahoo was the doorway to the internet, our first search engine, our first email, our first chat message. It connected people across continents long before social media was born. And even though it fell, its spirit shaped the digital age that followed. Many of its former employees went on to build other companies, products, and innovations that continue to shape our online lives today. Once, Yahoo was the heartbeat of the Internet, the sound of a new world waking up. It rose fast, burned bright, and faded quietly. But its story still echoes in every app, every search, every message we send today. Because Yahoo reminds us that in the race for innovation, no one stays on top forever. It reminds us that the Internet never stops changing, and neither can we. Yahoo may be gone as the giant it once was, but its story will always remind us that success is never permanent, and innovation never sleeps.